you two journalists in the film, you're living in this compound in Kabul where there's heavy-duty partying going on.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, we were both saying when we first read the script, we were like, oh, that's surprising that you would think that, people it would be too dangerous to do that. But I think people living that lifestyle, they need
it kind of makes sense
to do it to survive the stress of it all.
We know from the story why Kim's character was there. What about Tanya? Why was she there?
It's you don't end up seeing it in the film, but the backstory is that she arrived not too long before Kim actually did. I guess Tanya's just very convincing at the fake it till you make it sort of facade. And she was sent there kind of in punishment for something she'd done wrong at her old workplace. She obviously wanted to go to Iraq where all the action was at the time, and instead she was sent to Afghanistan. And she was just kind of making the most of it, trying to get whatever she could out of her time there.
Were your characters, were they competitive?
I think to begin with it was like a healthy competition.
My character sort of idolizes Tanya at the beginning. She's seen her on TV. She's everything that she's kind of wanted to be in a lot of ways.
And then Tanya kind of takes Kim under her wing, and then Kim kind of proves herself very quickly, and Tanya's just like, what a badass, like, she's going to be my best friend. And I mean, technically they have competing networks, but they were like best friends. They were in a place where there aren't that many other women, so they really like bonded together.
Well, what is it like to be a woman in an environment like that where women are all veiled, and here you are doing the job of what they would perceive as a man's job? What is that like?
Yeah, we talked to Kim Barker a little bit about it, and it's a weird mix in a lot of ways of like behind closed doors, it's a wild environment and they're partying hard and people are hooking up with people, and then the moment you step outside you have to try to pass or honor this culture that's incredibly restrictive. So I think that's one of the interesting things about the story and about the film is that this double life that they're leading, this dangerous life, this misogynist world right outside the door, and then very, very Western style partying going on inside the door.
How addictive is the war to these journalists, to these people, this whole community actually?
Kim said that when you have an experience over there, you cover something, you're in proximity to danger, that says you feel very alive. And the thing that I also find really interesting is she's still, even yesterday was saying that she misses it every day. She misses being there, which is counterintuitive to some of the like, oh my gosh, I would be so scared. I would want to get out of there immediately. But I guess you get really addicted to feeling like you're a part of history, feeling like you're a survivor.
Would you be up for something like that?
I don't think so. I think I'm chicken.
What about you, Margot?
I would like to think so. Yeah.